Yeah. Where's your ear-shaped microphone? That's what I want to know.
We're gonna get there. Don't worry. I'm working my way up.
I'm gonna get the ear cap for my regular microphone and just.
All right.
When I get angry, I'm gonna bite it off like Mike Tyson. It's gonna be great.
Instead of the ear licking meta, it's Artosis ear biting meta.
But it's like a screech rather than, you know.
All right, I'm ready to go. I'm really glad that Selma is playing under a barcode ID. This is great.
Yeah. Well, you gotta do it, man. You can't be a Zerg pro gamer and not play on a fucking barcode, because then people will know if you're a 12 pooler, if you're a hatch firster. The Zergs are actually more stylish than anyone, I feel like.
Oh, hold on. They're waiting on me. All right, we're going to get this started, guys. Light, staying the King of the Hell, his third win. Let's see if he gets a fourth win here. Light's here in the top right. Bottom left is our Zerg player, Soma.
Yes. Oops. There we go. Right. So. Oh, we're back to Polypoid. Yeah, I guess we played 5 maps, so there you go. The map pool resets, and Soma chooses Polypoid. That's kind of interesting. What map I would have thought that Soma would choose? I guess Polypoid is just like the very middle of the road build, or a map. Like no one complains about Polypoid. In a world full of complainers and complaints, Polypoid is the neutral.
Yeah, I think Polypoid's a great map. I mean, I really like that this is an addition to the StarCraft map pool here. We've got cross spawns this time around. So the distances are going to be pretty far apart. How do you like cross spawns TVZ here?
Yeah, I think it's fine. Like it kind of does away with the builds that are popular. Like if you're cross spawn like this, first off, Academy Rush is very, very popular right now, where you move out before 5 minutes with like 7 Marines and a medic or something like that. Some relatively high amount of units that will force a bunch of sunk-ins. Possibly you can force a cancel on the third base, things like that. But when it's cross spawn, even those extra seconds make it a lot harder to get across and force all that. So it kind of makes you sit back a bit more, but it also makes the mutas get to you a bit later, which makes it easier to get your turrets up in time. And, you know, when they do end up deciding to take their third base, if it's in another main base, which is the most common, it's easier to rally over and deny the fourth, you know? So it's got its ups and downs, basically. But I don't feel like it is particularly better or worse than closer spawns.
Interesting. It does seem like it's a pretty open map. Like there's not a lot of easy spots for Zerg to set up booby traps, like hold position lurkers. And easily predict where a Terran's going to move into. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like TVZ at this point it's pretty damn mapped out. It's just like a lot of the game is micro and the way you move your army around. And that's where like the real battlefield is between two players of this level. It's just like, how is your micro looking and how are your like meta movements of your army? Because you kind of are always expecting everything that's happening unless something crazy goes on. You know, it's kind of like really mapped out. It's like, you know, when those first radiates are hitting, you know, when that first defiler's popping out, you know, when the mutas are there, you know, the second they're getting to your base, you know, when stim is finishing, you know, like all these things. It's just the matchup has had like, I guess, a very steady evolution like that.
Well, this game, he went for a pretty quick command center here. A couple Marines out, but they're far away enough. I don't think Zerg can punish by any way. And excuse me, I'm like eating and casting this.
I know, you got to do it, man. It's
some burps here. I mean, from here, it seems like this is going to be a passive game where Terran wants to get that +1 attack with that eBay. Stay safe, kind of drag the game out. And Zerg, I guess, is going up to 2-hatch Muta. Is that correct?
Yeah, for sure. And it's Soma, so especially for sure. And Light is actually doing a build that was super popular like 4 months ago and isn't popular at all right now. But I think in these spawns is actually pretty decent, which is the very fast +1. So what he'll be doing is a very fast +1 4 barracks play, which is going to allow him to field like a really big army. And I think specifically this is going to be good because it's cross spawn. I think that's a really good read from Light, because it takes a little bit longer for the mutas to get there, and it takes less time for you to get to their third base to attack, which is where +1 builds really shine, is applying pressure towards the third. So yeah, I really like the choice from Light, even though the build itself isn't that popular anymore.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how much damage Soma can do. I do feel like Soma is one of these players that's just so good at killing Terrans and Protosses and other Zergs like right away. And granted, I mean, Light's not a player that generally dies right away in a TVZ. It'll be interesting to see how he handles Soma. Because I think, honestly, we didn't get to really see a true epic TVZ with the Hero game, just because Hero kind of screwed up his muted control, and then the game was spiraling out of control from there.
Yeah, I would like to see like a truly epic one, getting into that later game and everything. And if this game ends early, it should be in Light's favor, because the build he's doing has kill potential, whereas what Soma's doing, this is just normal. He's going to get his mutas out. He's taking his third at a normal location. But if Light applies enough pressure and Soma decides to actually engage and just see if he can hold him, that's where, if Light wins that battle, he probably is going to get a huge advantage and be able to win the game. Oh, he's going to 5-Rex even. This guy's, Light is going for the kill, man. He doesn't want to waste any time here.
He wants to take a fight here. Now, the mutas are inbound. Obviously, since people started, getting so good at muta micro, Terrans have had to really adjust their play. But I don't think this is going to be that difficult for Light to deal with. I mean, he's got his Marines in the main. He's got plenty of turrets down here at his natural. But you can see how the Zerg can basically exploit the positions of the Terran. Like, when the Terran have to run in between their barracks, it creates this kind of ant farm-like situation where they're, like, all lined up and stuff, and the mutas can punish that way.
Yeah, and Soma knows exactly what's going on right now. He sees the 5-Racks, and he knows that vessels are going to be really late this game. So now he has to decide, does he go Lurker, or does he just go all in on mutas?
Yeah.
And it looks like he's going to choose mutas.
Yeah, I don't see any indication of Lurkers.
Yeah, and this is going to rely heavily on his counters. Like, there's no question that Light's going to have a big enough Bioforce that he could kill the mutas, but you got to kind of make him turn around a little bit, I think. And we haven't seen Soma be able to do that yet. Light is out on the map.
All right, Queen continuing to maneuver around the map. Not Queen, excuse me, Soma. Sorry. This is a great pullback in here. I like the Lings coming, but honestly, Light's handled this really well. None of the Lings managed to make it in here. Obviously, the mutas are much stronger with Lings under them. This is one of 3 turrets that's in the main. The other 2 are up here by the refinery.
And this is the type of move. Like, a lot of Light's army came back, but group going to the top left. Now, if the mutas do not go directly there right now, okay, here come those Marines into the top left base. This is so important. He's going to want to gun down these drones. I don't think he can kill the hatch, though. I think the mutas will come back and save it.
So here come the mutas. This is going to be a very easy hold, I think. I don't think Terran can push in here. I think that the Marine count overall is low enough. We're at over 11 mutas here. Normally, the Mutalisks are always grouped in with an Overlord, so they can be microed better. But when you have less Marines and they have mutas, there's nothing you could do. Now, they're going to regroup again over here. And, I mean, I don't see a Hydralisk out yet at this natural spot, but he could try to counterattack in here and maybe draw the infantry back that way.
Yeah, he's got enough mutas that he can go in here and fight this. Like 5 stim marines and 2 turrets will not stop 13 mutas. That is for sure. And he slaughters that all off immediately with his +1 attack. No mining in the main base for Light. Now there's 4 Sunkens, more on the way in the natural. Soma Light is going for the counterattack. This is coming to a head right away. Double evolution chamber to slow him down just a little bit. Every second matters.
This is pretty sick. He's just going to try to buy a little bit more time. More Sunks are coming. Back over here, the Zerg is actually going to take out the main CC. Does he actually have enough to buzz? This Light has so many Marines coming in here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's going to bust Tasteless.
Dude, I think he actually won the game here.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
He's busted all the Sunkens at the natural with this huge amount of bio. The mutas are still doing insane damage. He's killing the main CC.
Okay, he's going to kill that.
Base, though, for Soma.
This is it.
And
GG. Whoa, what a game, man.
Damn.
Wow. That was something else, man.
That was. All right.
Whoa.
All right. Yeah.